Each assignment in this course will include a brief video reviewing its rubric requirements. We'll go into a bit more detail than usual for this first one. All rubrics in this course, and throughout the majority of this program, will look something like what you see on the left. A list of the requirements for you to fulfill, and the point value of meeting each of those requirements. We'll actually hop to the bottom of the rubric first. Remember that in this course, all homework assignments do require APA style. Take a look at the paper on the right for an example of how to format an APA style. Now let's look at the content requirements. You'll note that each component is worth 2 points. Generally, if you make an attempt at fulfilling a component, you'll get partial credit. So for example, if you talk in some way about why it's important to precisely define behavior, but it's not based on the assigned reading or programmed instruction, perhaps you'll get 1 point out of 2. If you accurately address this topic, you'll get the full 2 points. You'll then provide an example of a behavior that is precisely defined. Again, if you make an attempt, you'll get partial credit. If you give an example of something that is not a behavior, for example, something that does not pass the dead person's test, you'll receive between 0 and half a point. If you provide a definition of a behavior that is not entirely precise, you'll receive between 1 and 1.5 points. And of course, if you provide a fully precise definition of a behavior, you'll receive full credit. Then you'll do the same for goals. Be sure to talk about a goal as discussed in this module, not an intervention. And finally, the same basic outline for discussion of environmental events. You don't need to directly cite the assigned reading or programmed instruction, but if you do, be sure to provide an in-text citation as well as the full citation in a reference section. Reach out to your professor if you have any questions.